Hi guys, so my name is Ronny Onkeo. I'm a photographer, videographer, and a visual artist working in NFTs. Other than that, I also, I'm part of the team that runs Podvice, which is a podcast show that seeks to empower the youth by hosting different disruptive individuals with disruptive ideas and initiatives with the intention of sharing some of the tips and advice that they live by. But yeah, also other than that, I'm also, part of the community manager at Kenyan NFT Club, stroke Mbogi NFT, which just seeks to, empower and educate more Kenyan creatives and Kenyan youth who want to get into crypto, just so they can learn the ins and outs of the crypto space in general. Due to my prowess, I was able to get a feature by Kenyan professional photographers, as Kenya's first rising photographer for the year 2021. And yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to share all the knowledge that I have, and empower more visual artists who are trying to get into this space. My interest with crypto in general sparked off from my sis. She was the first person who introduced me to that. I think she bought a couple of coins. Yeah. Now once I joined Kenyan NFT Club or Mbogi NFT, I just got to meet more people, and now realizing, now there's way more people in these spaces in Kenya, Yeah, so I think it's just been an amazing journey, and I still feel like, we're still too early, there's still so much to learn, there's still so much to absorb, so yeah. Okay, so, I'm having background in photography, I think it was a bit easier for me, to also, just dabble into NFTs. Because I feel like most people are visual, we are all mostly visual beings, so, and that's the thing, like if you have a compelling story or a narrative, I think people might be compelled to actually, interact with it, or even not only interact, but also collect a piece, right? So yeah, I want to say, once I did a bit of research, in regards to, marketplaces, getting a wallet, just getting the ins and outs of the blockchain, Web3, I want to say Web3 ecosystem, right? Once I got a bit more about it, now I just figured, what kind of works will I want to sort of mint? By minting, uploading, right? So what sort of works do I want to upload that's going to strike to my audience, and what kind of story do I want to tell, right? Yeah, and also, I think part of that also, I think you also have to belong in a community, because, in these spaces you can't, it's so decentralized, there's no gatekeeping, there's no like an overseeing, being or someone. So, this whole community, this whole space thrives off community and, support from each other. So yeah, once I got to be part of the Kenyan NFT Club, right? I got to learn more about, just meet more people, pick their brains, get to know, which blockchains, which marketplaces would work best. Now I got to mint my first work on OpenSea. I don't know if you guys are more conversant about these marketplaces, but these marketplaces, they're integrated with the blockchain technology, right? So I can upload my pictures, and once I upload the pictures, now the process is called minting. So once I mint my NFTs, they're uploaded on the blockchain, and now they have this complementing, I want to say like a reference number that now becomes the NFT. Actually, the NFT is the technology behind it, right? I could easily say, making it a bit more local. I want to reference it to like M-Pesa, right? So M-Pesa, like once you transact, usually that code that comes attached to the M-Pesa, So I want to say NFT, it's almost like the same. It uses the same analogy. The code that you have is now, it's the NFT code that, that is attached to the blockchain. The first body of work it's a collection that I did with a bunch of amazing local artists. Once I came up with the title shot, I figured that would be the best shot for me to start my journey into this space, because I feel like the project was compelling enough. And what I did is I sort of like animated it, to add a bit of movement, and so I think now I was in a better position to kickstart my NFT journey. So yeah, I think that was compelling enough for me to get my first sale. Yeah, and I was able to get my first sale. Yeah, but other than that, I've also done a bit. I have 2 collections out. They're all on OpenSea, but now I'm just researching more about Tezos as a clean blockchain. Being an environmentalist, so I'm currently working on a mint on objects via the Tezos blockchain. So, being an environmentalist, I feel like Tezos is probably the best because it uses clean energy. Ethereum has a bigger pool of I want to say traders, right? So it's better, you know, like if I have a project, it's better that I put my project in a market that has more people. So, you know, probability of someone being a piece is a bit higher, right? Yeah, also, you know, being an environmentalist, an avid environmentalist, I'm also keen on, you know, better environmental practices. So yeah, now there's Tezos, you know, which uses a more clean energy, I want to say, process than Ethereum, because so Tezos uses proof of stake, while Ethereum uses proof of work. So in layman's language, it's, let's say I'm heading to town, right? And then I have to take a mat, right? So whether I am carrying a briefcase or whether I'm carrying a fridge, they will charge me the same. That is proof of work. I'm still heading to town, right? But proof of stake is they charge me based on the stake. So if I'm carrying a briefcase, I'm just gonna sit on one, you know, I'm gonna leave all the seats empty. But if I'm carrying a fridge, I'm probably gonna be charged more because of the volume, right? So proof of stake is a little bit better because the gas fees like they're influenced by how much you're trading. So if you're gonna trade less, you're gonna be charged, like the gas fee is gonna be a little bit lower. But if you're trading more, that means that, you know, the gas fee is gonna be more, as opposed to proof of work, where whether you trade less or whether you trade more, you're still gonna be charged, you know, this certain amount, you know. So I think it's not a bit, you know, it's not efficient, you know, and we all know, you know, gas uses energy, you know, like trading, you know. So yeah, I'm more vocal on Tezos because I think it's, you know, it's a clean energy, it's a clean crypto.